Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In Surah Talaq verse 3, Allah says, وَيَرْزُقْهُ مِنْ حَيْثُ لَا يَحْتَسِبْ وَمَنْ يَتَوَكَّلْ عَلَى اللَّهِ فَهُوَ حَسْبُهُ إِنَّ اللَّهَ بَالِغُ أَمْرِهِ قَدْ جَعَلَ اللَّهُ لِكُلِّ شَيْءٍ قَدْرًا. And the translation of this verse is, and will provide for him from where he does not expect. And whoever relies upon Allah, then He is sufficient for him. Indeed, Allah will accomplish His purpose. Allah has already set for everything a decreed extent. Now, as I mentioned in the previous episode, one of the main reasons why we are stuck in an inferiority complex is because we love to blame the past. But another reason why at times we suffer from such complexes is because of the standards that society has placed upon us. Very unrealistic standards. We have to be successful as defined by society. So we have to get the grades that society feels are excellent. We have to get admission into a university or college that society feels is good. We have to get into a career that is believed to be honorable in the eyes of our family and friends. We have to get married at a certain age. We have to have kids at a certain age. And then we have to have smart and beautiful kids. And then it doesn't even stop there, because then as our kids get older, society starts to focus on our kids. Society starts to measure our success based on our kids. Were they able to get good grades? Were they able to go to good colleges? Were they able to get good jobs? It never ends. And if we fail to meet the standards set by society in any one of these places, we see ourselves as a failure. We feel that people look down upon us as if we are now worthless and nothing we do is of any use. Now, in this regard, this verse is beautiful because firstly, Allah reminds us He has always been the one providing for us. This is what we keep forgetting. So when we face failure, poor grades, we don't get admission, marriage fails, we think our life is over and we panic because we started to believe that when things were going good, they were going good because of us, because we were smart, we were intelligent, we had control over our lives. We were providing for ourselves. That's why suddenly now we feel like we're losing control and we become stressed. But Allah is reminding us that we were never in control. When things were going good in the past, it wasn't because of us. It was because Allah chose to give us at that time in order to test us. Now He is choosing to not give it to us or to take something away from us because again, He wishes to test us. So when He was giving it to us, it was a test. When He's taking it away from us, it's another test. It's not like we are losing control. We never had control of our lives. But the good thing is that the one who did have control, the one who still has control and will always have control, that God is promising to always be there for us and to provide for us even from places we least expect. So why worry? You didn't get the grades or the admission that you wanted. It's okay. It's a test. Allah has taken it away from you. But that does not mean your life is over. You will still have many days of happiness and success because rizq is only in the hands of Allah. You can still have an amazing life. Your marriage didn't work. It's okay. You can still have an amazing and happy life because the rizq only comes from Allah. If you didn't get the career that you wanted, the job that you wanted, the promotion that you wanted, it's okay. You can still have a very successful, very content, very peaceful and happy life because the one in control is Allah, not you. And for all of this, what is Allah asking of you in return? He's only asking one thing. He's saying, trust Him. All we have to do is take our worries and hand them over to Allah. That's all He's asking. Don't become negative. Don't panic. Don't give up hope. Don't think bad thoughts about yourself or about God. Just remain calm. And most importantly, Allah informs us in this verse that we will get whatever is decreed for us. So if you try really hard for something and you don't get it, it's not because you are a failure. It's not because you are worthless. It's because it was never meant to be. Why? Because it wasn't in your best interest. Perhaps you would have started to worship that thing if Allah chose to give it to you. Perhaps you would have moved away from Islam, forgotten your purpose, fallen in love with dunya, You don't know how you would have behaved if Allah gave you that thing, but Allah does know. So maybe He took it away from you, or He kept it far from you because He's trying to save your akhirah. It's as simple as that. So stop adopting the standards of society. Even if you accomplish everything that society wants from you, it will never be enough. People will still not say you are a successful, great person. In fact, if you get the best grades, the best admissions in the best universities, the best jobs, and your marriage is going great, everything has been successful since the beginning, people will still not call you successful. People will still say bad things about you. In fact, they will say you're arrogant, you're too greedy, you're too much in love with this dunya. You haven't done anything for Allah or for Islam. Society will still not call you successful. They will still not be happy with you. And in the end, after chasing these unrealistic standards of society all your life, you will realize that you have wasted your time here in dunya and you have wasted your next life as well. Because when you're standing in front of Allah, Allah is not going to ask you, did you get a good job? How much money did you make? Was your marriage a success? Were your kids beautiful? Did you get admission in the best college? In fact, the questions that He will ask at that time, the questions that will determine whether you go into Jahannam or into Jannah, have nothing to do with what you achieved in this dunya. The questions that Allah will ask you, that will determine your fate, is what did you do for me, for Islam, for my makhluk. So remind yourself that as long as you are doing jihad, as long as you are working towards that one final goal of meeting your Lord, you are a success, you are worthwhile, you are valuable, regardless of what you have or have not achieved. See yourself through the eyes of Allah, not the eyes of society. Assalamu alaikum.